Hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm Ben.
And we are AutoSave. Welcome to our channel.
Today we're watching Kaguya-sama Love is War, Season 2, Episode 8. I don't really know what else to say other than we learned a little bit about the president's taste in underwear. I
think you can learn a lot about someone from that.
Just based off of their taste.
What they wear themselves and their taste.
I feel bad for Miko, you know. She tends to come in at the most vulnerable time. But
ripe with misunderstanding.
Yes. I don't know. I love the show. I'm ready to get into it. You?
Yeah, I really can't wait to get to know her better. I'm excited for a time where she can actually be involved and around without basically being scared out of the room. So, yeah.
This is like one of my most safe place shows. Like, I feel so like happy and calm to watch this show.
Agreed.
You ready?
Yeah.
Sweet. When I could still play VR, this is one of my favorite songs to do in Beat Saber.
My favorite is History Maker from Yuri on Ice.
Oh,
wait.
No.
That means she works with Ishigami, right? If he's the treasurer?
I would think so.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Chika's idea. All of it completely correct.
Oh my god.
Oh no. What's he taking out? Food!
It's like the Mario Kart. Marine Kart.
Is the president gonna join?
Never.
That might be pushing it a little too far.
Like how Kaguya's just watching.
So great. This is gonna be the best picture ever.
Oh my god.
So cute. Does Kaguya know how to make a weird face?
That, yeah.
Still cute. So ugly that it's actually cute. Is she gonna show him?
Oh.
Does she want them? Fujiwara wins. What?
8 hours before? What happened?
30 minutes before?
3
hours.
3
hours earlier. Okay. Innocent. Just doing their job. They get locked in there, don't they?
Oh my god.
Oh, you gotta love the locked in a warehouse trope.
Hayasaka did it.
Look at his eyes. Boo hoo hoo.
She's thinking the same thing.
Yeah. They both think the other
Yeah.
one planned this.
They're perfect for each other.
How kind of you. What a super cute dynamic to add to this stuck in a warehouse thing. But, well.
騙してなどいない。だが、今、かつてないほど熱烈が二人を満たす。それによって生まれる積極性。もう外は夜です。なんだか肌寒いです。こいつ、篠宮。
I want it so bad, but it's not gonna happen.
It's gonna be accidental.
I love the lighting.
おとぎ話の中、かぐやは今更ながら気づいた。今、目をつぶったら、どうな。
I can't.
No. It's too good.
おとぎ話の中だけのものではないと今更ながら気づいた。
Oh fuck. No. Honestly. Holy shit. It was gonna happen.
篠宮、髪に糸くずがついてるぞ。ほらここに。あら、本当にそんなものに気づかないなんて私ったら少し調子が。篠宮。石神よ。
もともとあまり体が丈夫な方ではないんですよ。季節の変わり目には必ず体調を崩して休みますし、おばあ様も確か心臓病で。
篠宮。田沼教授の。
Interesting how they draw him.
The master cardiologist.
Wow.
Well trusted.
That makes sense. Priorities.
心臓が激しくなりだししまうのではないかと思うほど目が痛くなって。
伺い大体のところはわかりました。
Love.
篠宮さんいいですか？慌てずに聞いてください。それは恋の病でしょう。
Yes! Oh, thank God. Whew.
何か
いや、
ご冗談をおっしゃるのですね。
冗談ではないのです。
で倒れて救急車に運ばれたと？
初めての出来事に少し動揺しています。
バカをおっしゃらないでください。まだ真似をするはずありません。
天の弱
ツンデレって言うんです。それも病気だとおっしゃるんですか？
So self-aware.
学校活動で特定の早くなると。
はい、そうです。
紙についてできなくなると。
だからそう言ってるじゃないですか。病
She like prefers that it be a disease.
外で待ってますので、終わったら呼んでください。早坂？もう来れないですよ。マジ最悪。とにかくもっとちゃんと調べてください。
She's gonna be like the most healthy person in the world.
とても綺麗で健康な心臓してます。そんなはずない。確かに多少は嬉しかったです。
Hayasaka.
私は会長のこと
とかありますか？
まあ一応ありますが、いつまでもそうしてないで。
君にとてもお似合いの男の子
I love that this is like the top 10 doctor in the world. And
とは思わないのかな？
本当にそういうのじゃないんです。理想的な人だと思ってるだけなんです。心拍数200オーバーです。すごくバクバクいってます。やめて、技術を使って。やめて。
この子こないだ彼とキス寸前まですごく意識しちゃってるんです。
ああ、そういうことか。
話は関係ないでしょ。終わりなんです。純粋な本当に迫られると。
Look at them blushing a little bit.
後ろになってどうしたではなくて恐怖してるの。
Is he remembering his first love?
yes.
だって恋する時代はあった。
あの医者絶対にやぶ。
メインにな。
セカンドオピニオンよ。別の病院に。
ですから、これ以上恥をばらまくまではやめてください。
早坂の敗北。白や、もう大丈夫なのか？
ええ、おかげさまで綺麗で健康な心臓をしてるそうです。
じゃあ、ほら。してない。これ。は言えないかぐやだった。
Oh no, did the doctor tell Kaguya's dad that she's in love? That could cause some issues.
That would be interesting. Okay, that was season 2, episode 8 of Kaguya-sama, Love is War. I can't believe it almost happened. Like, it genuinely almost
Like,
happened.
it literally, like, not even like a, oh, they're pushed together and accidentally their lips touch.
Yeah.
There was, like, as I think it said in the anime, like, purposeful actions started happening. They
Yeah.
both started purposefully doing things like sitting down, you know, next to each other. Her closing her eyes was in anticipation of what she knew that was like the next thing to kind of show that it was okay.
They were both they were both intending to do it, to go
Yes.
through with it. And that's crazy. That has never happened to this degree.
How does knowing that the person almost kissed you not kind of fully answer all of your questions and end this battle?
Her eyes were closed, right?
Yeah.
She didn't know what was going to happen, I don't think, right? Like, I think that she assumed that was going to happen, that this is my step forward. But Miyuki, like, she didn't see Miyuki, like, lean in
Actually
and go
lean
for
in.
it. Right?
I think I guess it was more her idea that it was going to happen and not as much that she saw him actually start to lean in.
Yeah. That being said, though,
it's
like,
really big for both of them.
This is a massive step. Yeah. I feel horrible for Miko Iino. I feel so bad.
She literally thinks that the president was doing something really, 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 really horrible. And I'm like, how do you come back from that misunderstanding?
You don't.
She's just always gonna hate him or think that he's a horrible person.
Yeah.
Especially with Kaguya running up to her and saying, I'm scared. I'm like, that is the wrong choice of words right now.
I still love that, like, Kaguya has just a flip phone, and we're just seeing, like, the inclusion of, like, Twitter, Instagram, like, selfies, filters. Like, and Kaguya still just is taking pictures of the president with
horrible faces.
Yeah.
I like, getting Miko Iino to break a rule.
Yeah.
Obviously, all they did was take private photos with cute filters, you know? Nothing super disrespectful to the school. So I think that was a really great step of a really great rule for her to break because she really likes Chika and now she has a cute photo with Chika. So she kind of wins out on that one.
I think that it was, like, the perfect thing, and I think that Chika's a very good big sister. I know that she actually is a big sister, but like I think that she is good at training or helping Miko Iino here.
I wonder if the next shopping trip, if Miko is going to be invited.
She has to be. No question.
Oh my gosh. I can just see her interacting with Chika's little sister now. You know, Chika's little sister would be obsessed with Miko Iino.
Yeah.
Both sisters would probably be fighting over her because she's so cute.
It would be much like how Kaguya interacts with Kei.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy. Oh my god. And now we have like a doctor telling Kaguya, like, this is like the first person other than Hayasaka that's telling Kaguya something more blunt, like, hey, you feel something towards this guy. Like vocally putting it into existence, saying it in front of her when she's trying to deny internally and outwardly.
It's just so surreal because it's becoming more real. Like, it's in a show that has a formula of like how every episode is, it's like crazy satisfying and nice to get progress through that and like feel the like character development working and moving forward.
Yeah, I would say it's also really satisfying to have kind of common tropes or things that happen, like giving someone candy on Valentine's Day. And here we have something I've seen a few times, which is getting locked in a small warehouse, shed, or room together.
Yeah.
Accidentally. Obviously, it's so satisfying and entertaining with this show because it can't just be that. You know, it had to have that added layer of both of them thinking the other person purposefully did that, which is never really something you get in other shows. It's always that, oh no, we actually were innocently, accidentally stuck in here, and now what do we do? And they made it, it's like they take something that we're used to or we already are like, oh, that's cute, it furthers a relationship, and then they make it perfectly specific for these two characters. And that's really nice.
It's another example for me of how like aware of themselves they are, you know, and like they use that to its like highest height. It's good.
A love story, but it's Kaguya and Miyuki's love story.
Yeah. There was a scene with like in the doctor's office when we have the frame in the top of Miyuki getting the lint out of Kaguya's hair, and it says 47 cuts before. Is that like each shot, like her framed instance is like a cut or shot, and like it's literally happened 47 before?
I think so.
That's awesome. I love that. Oh, we got the devastating, I don't know, we got information that Kaguya's mother died of heart disease. Yeah. And I've like wondered multiple times throughout this series so far, like we've seen her dad, we haven't ever really heard about her mother or too much, you know?
I wonder if it's one of those situations where the mom obviously had ailments, weak constitution, and Kaguya does as well. She gets sick with the seasons. If her kind of strict way she was raised and kept in basically her house, if that, at first I thought it was fully just the family motto and that her dad was a mean guy, like not a great dad. But now I'm wondering if there's an added overprotective nature.
There, like, you can't help but like fanfic or like write like a specific story, like in my own head watching this, like I'm trying to like predict how things are going to go or just think about different scenarios things can play out. There's been nothing to suggest that Kaguya's dad is anything but neglectful and
strict and neglectful.
Yeah.
Not very warm in the heart area.
And I don't like him as a viewer. That being said, one path that I think a story could take like this is Kaguya looks exactly like her mother, and ever since her mother died, Kaguya's dad has trouble looking at her. And that's why that would explain.
Right.
Yeah.
I could see them going the path that he is very overprotective and does all of these things in his mind of being for her own good and protection. And I am really, that ending part with a phone call from the doctor saying your daughter is fine made me really nervous, to be honest, because we've talked about what will and what would Kaguya's father do and or think about Miyuki.
I can definitely see a future where, without even talking about talking to Kaguya, Kaguya's dad just directly calls Miyuki and like invites him over, or like invites interrogates him.
Right. I would say as a viewer, I got my feelings of Kaguya's father purely from Hayasaka.
I agree with you.
The only reason I feel the way or think of him how I do is purely from Hayasaka's reaction to talking about him or being in the house with him and seeing how Kaguya is feeling and how Hayasaka feels about this person that she cares for and takes care of day in and day out.
Hayasaka knows more than we do. Like, and she feels that way.
Right.
So I trust her.
But she could also be overprotective and like, you know, sometimes people can get mad at a parent for being too busy for their kid. And you should have been there more, but that doesn't mean that the parent doesn't love the kid, you know? And it could be that we have a slight misunderstanding. I don't know. Because, like, part of me feels like, oh, no, he's a bad, neglectful dad, overly strict. There's going to be issues in the future where Kaguya is going to have to rebel against him. But I'm starting to possibly get some evidence that maybe Hayasaka is a biased opinion of Kaguya's father.
Of course. Like, she definitely is biased, but I'm biased towards Kaguya as well. Like, there's been nothing narratively to suggest anything positive about the dad.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I wonder if it's supposed to be that we find out the opposite and that he's just really overprotective.
Yeah.
Twist things up.
Yeah.
But it is, this was purposeful to add this kind of ending scene of
Nyotake.
Because I feel like we would originally think that maybe the father wouldn't care about Kaguya being in the hospital.
I mean, I don't know. Even in my, view of him being in a negative light, even though I still think he would care that his daughter's in the hospital. That being said, he didn't show up.
Right.
Nyotake. That's his dad.
Mm-hmm.
That's the dad's name. I don't think Kaguya's dad's this big evil guy or
He's probably really busy.
Yeah.
Not that that's a complete excuse to be a neglectful father.
I just dislike him because of knowing Kaguya and how she feels.
Right.
I don't know. Every time that they give me a little bit more backstory or seriousness, or development, I love this story more.
I was genuinely worried that we were getting a I want to eat your pancreas situation for a moment. I don't know if any of you have seen that movie or read I think it's a light novel and a manga. I'm not completely sure about that. I've just seen the movie. Once they started, once she got put into the ambulance to be taken to the hospital and they were talking about heart disease and all this kind of really serious
It got really serious.
And
really
the fact that she gets sick every year with every season, I was like, oh my God, is Kaguya actually terminally ill or really ill?
That would be horrific.
And I was really nervous about that. My nervousness about that has gone away now that we know that it was love sickness. And her heart is perfectly beautiful and healthy from these new scans, from this new, really expensive technology.
It's funny how everything was there for me to realize that it wasn't serious, but the second that an ambulance is called, my brain turned off, my logic went out the window, and I was like, holy shit, what the fuck's wrong? It was obvious that it was love sickness, but I just couldn't see that.
Well, we can't be sure that they're not going to throw something majorly serious at us, because obviously the show is about different external elements, different situations, changing how the two of them are interacting with each other and or getting them closer.
Yeah.
And illness could do that. It could be used as a device to further their relationship in some way or get them closer to confessing, kissing, something. So I didn't know. I didn't know how serious the show would go.
I get you. Like, in hindsight, I'm like, well, most obvious answer, is probably the one that's correct.
Once we got the diagnosis, I was like,
yeah.
oh, okay, this is so embarrassing for her.
I don't see this story going in like a dark, serious route in the present. I see it giving us these like sad like moments like in hindsight, like in like through backstory, right? Like through reflection or through like interactions with like side characters like Kaguya's dad. But like everything in the present typically is very positive for all the characters,
right?
Because like that's like we're like as a family in the student council room. This is like everybody's best time of their life. Like
the only thing that I have ever felt would be a possible major conflict or serious more high stake for them, then obviously like most of the things that they're going through are not high stakes. It's games. They're games. But an affluent parent possibly not agreeing with you being with the person that you want to be with is a true, real, serious hurdle that could... It's the only true, serious hurdle that I have kind of felt out in this show so far.
And, like, I think that's going to be the determining factor of what kind of person Kaguya's dad is. If he looks up Miyuki, sees that he's not of noble family, and immediately says no, that will give us a very big peek at what he is like as a person.
And he could be the type on the opposite side of the coin. He could be like, well, if my daughter likes this guy, there must be something interesting about him.
Yeah.
Like if my daughter that I raised with these family values finds this guy to be, when she's never had a crush on anyone or never been interested in dating, but this guy has something that she feels like he's worthy, then I would like to meet him.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're going to do with that character, but I think that's what I'm possibly most excited to see. Other than them getting together in the end. Obviously, I'd be excited to see that. But I think Kaguya's father is this missing piece of Kaguya's life and the puzzle of could she ever really truly be in a relationship and be honest with her feelings?
Yeah.
And he's this missing part, this big kind of elephant in the room that I really am excited to see what they do with that character.
Very curious about it. One of my dream situations that I like wish that if I had 3 wishes type thing, it would definitely be to play Mario Kart with Ishigami and Miyuki.
What was it? Marine Kart?
Yeah. And Kaguya was just like watching from behind, cheering on Miyuki.
And she was like, oh, what's happening?
Loved it.
And then they had her slipping on a banana.
Yeah.
So good.
I
normally don't like super specific modern references.
It's really
anime.
how they use them.
Or in shows in general, because, sometimes that doesn't age well. Like, there are a few things in Jujutsu Kaisen where they reference, like, pop culture things.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Which, who knows if 10 years from now, if that would be... Sorry, I booped the mic. If 10 years from now, if people would get that, or think it was funny, or like it. I don't know. It's I always get a little nervous when people bring up or have pop culture or current technology. I don't know, anything. Obviously that was like Instagram and filters, and then we had like a Mario Kart and a Nintendo Switch dock, basically. So
but
I was
it's
like,
less specific.
whoa.
It's like Jennifer Lawrence is an actress, right?
I know,
Like,
it's way
at a
less
certain time.
specific.
When it comes to just like a brand, like
Yeah.
Nintendo or Mario
I mean,
Kart.
Mario Kart's been around forever.
Yeah.
We've all played Mario Kart.
I wish I could play with them. I wish it-
Ishigami, I wonder if he's a sore loser for video games.
You're implying that he would ever lose. I don't think he would. I think he's just too good.
You don't think Miyuki could
No.
train and beat him?
That
I think Miko Iino might
depends
actually
if
be really good.
that depends if Chica is good at video games because only Chica can train.
Chica likes board games. That's their whole dynamic.
Yeah.
Is they both love games, but one loves technological games and one loves pieces of wood and cards.
All right, that's all I have.
Yeah.
Good episode.
Yes.
Thank
Love
you guys
sickness.
so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We hope to see you next time. I'm sorry. I'm out of it.